Hey, we're Alex and Lars. We recently left land life to live aboard our 37-foot sailboat Navika full-time. Join us as we document the ups and downs of our life on the water as we sail and explore new places. Hi again. We're currently near Bonifacio, the most southern point of Corsica, and we're staying in an anchorage an hour's hike away from the old town. Our time in Corsica was coming to an end and we wanted to check out the old town just before leaving, so we got up early to hike over and had a beautiful walk up to the citadel. Bonifacio is a pretty unique place. It's split into two parts. There's a lower part which is home to the marina and a natural inlet, and the old town, or the Haute-Ville, the upper city. The old town, which is built on the site of a citadel, is perched up on the white limestone cliffs overlooking the Bonifacio Strait, across to the northern tip of Sardinia, which is 12 kilometers south.
Pretty cool, huh?
Insane.
See Sardinia over there.
The citadel was built in the 9th century as a defense against pirates. Over time, the cliffs have been eroded by the sea, and so the buildings are overhanging and look like they could fall into the sea any day. The town itself is full of character, and it feels like you've stepped back in time or ended up on a Game of Thrones set. It's filled with small alleyways, staircases, restaurants, and lots of historic sites. You could spend hours strolling around and taking in the incredible views of the coastline. We got there pretty early and found somewhere to stop for breakfast.
Okay, well,
Feeling good after that.
Still trying to figure out our plan for next few days. So there's some really intense wind coming through the strait here, the Strait of Bonifacio. So it's like 35 knots coming through here on Monday and Tuesday. We are Friday today. So do we hide in Corsica until the winds pass, or do we get across the strait over the next couple of days? I think we go across. It's a pretty cool trail. So we're just walking back from Bonifacio, the southernmost town in Corsica.
Which is so impressive.
It's beautiful. So nice. It would have been cool to go there with a boat, but right now we're anchored in a little bay.
An hour away.
Yeah, an hour's walk away. So we're just hiking back.
We left really early this morning. We met this really cool guy on the way.
He was great, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was
Just random. Like, got
he
to the beaches.
slept on the beach. He'd been walking since like 6 in the morning. He was walking to Bonifacio as well. So I walked with him.
Yeah, it was nice.
Really interesting day.
Nice to share the walk with someone.
Yeah, and it was really so much cooler than it is now.
Yeah, it's really hot now and we're going up a hill. I think I'm going to put the camera away.
Woo!
Looks like the whole town is going to fall into the water.
With the strong westerly wind coming, we had to leave the western coast, so we decided to head across the Strait of Bonifacio to Sardinia for the next leg of our journey.
Alex, what have you done?
I just made food underway, like proper food, not just like a salad.
Real food. Looks epic.
Maybe we can leave it for later if we need.
I'm very excited. This new sun cover of ours is genius.
Feast time.
I'm so excited for this.
With such a view. Why are we sitting behind it?
Not facing it.
The Strait of Bonifacio is known among sailors for its strong winds, currents, shoals, and generally lots of different obstacles. That said, we had a beautiful, problem-free sail across to the small island Cavallo for a quick stopover before continuing on.
I feel like that was pretty cool, all of that. sailed through the strait. We've sailed from the anchorage all the way over here. We're cruising along. The wind's been picking up. Sailed through that strait.
Pretty cool, right?
Goose wing, jibe. Now coming down
Lars
here.
has been doing everything because I've been just working on my laptop.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've just been listening to Ramdas and just jamming with the boat.
Haha, that's so cool. Y aunque la vida me cueste, Llorona, no dejaré de quererte. What are you up to?
We're replacing the main sheet. This is meant to be like a little quick job just before we go, because we're not happy with how short our main sheet is. It makes it a bit unsafe because we can't actually get the boom all the way out to depower the main. And the sheet just doesn't run very much, so like even when you open it up, it just sort of keeps sailing.
Tried to forget you on a Friday night. Met someone who likes the bands I like. He leans in and I dash right. I miss waiting.
That looks pretty good. Seems a lot better behaved than
Yeah, the last one. That house right there. Last night, those guys are having a serious domestic. The whole anchorage could hear everything.
See you, France. We go from good bread to good pizza.
The next day we sailed to one of the Madeleine Islands, which is just off the northern coast of Sardinia. Our autopilot started making weird noises though, so Lars jumped down to have a look. We decided to hand helm from then on and take a proper look at it when we got to the next anchorage.
The rod that like the autopilot uses to turn the rudder is like connected to the rudder with a bolt. And that bolt seems to be really loose, and it's making the rod sit at a weird angle. I think it's making the autopilot have to work more than it needs to. So I think by tightening it up, it shall be healthier, use less power, and yeah, we're going to try to tighten it up. It's like really far at the back, it's hard to reach.
Really?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're sailing along nicely. 5 knots.
Go-to passage meal. I love this. We bought these tins of ratatouille for emergencies, if we're seasick or something, and we've just been eating them loads.
That's so good and so cheap.
They're so good.
And they take no time to cook, and we just add some peas to them, or chickpeas or some kind of bean.
Yeah, good, easy passage food.
I always feel like eating some kind of like soup or something, or like something warm and nourishing, even if it's super hot outside. Like, it just feels nice.
Gonna go for it.
Just looking at the rock formations, how beautiful is it? Feel that wind howling, right?
It's coming. It's not here yet.
It is so hot here at the moment. We made it to the Madeleine Islands yesterday. Anchorage was absolutely packed. There were so many people here. We were thinking about staying here to weather out the wind, which is going to get really strong. We've decided to go to mainland Sardinia in the end. Just be a bit more relaxed and have more options of things to do on land as well, because at the moment this is just like an island. There's nothing really much to do here. So, and we both need Wi-Fi, so probably do that. Get some food and things as well. We can probably grab a pizza if we want to. So we decided to stay on anchor for the bad wind coming instead of paying for a marina. But since that means that we can't really leave the boat very safely, we wanted some internet to be able to make the most of the downtime. And so we decided to anchor on the famous Costa Esmeralda.
So we're going to be, I think, pretty much stuck in this spot for the next 3 days or so as this strong wind passes through. But luckily, there's a 4G antenna shining down its holy information-rich beams right into the anchorage.
I need a moment to myself, light up another smoke.
Where do you want to anchor?
I don't know.
There's no one in here.
No, it's pretty good, right?
I guess everyone just went to the islands.
It's hard to know what's right.
Yeah, I know. No, but also a lot of people are on holiday, right? Like,
Yeah.
we want Wi-Fi and access to bids, whereas they're just like want the isolated places.
Yeah, but also I think we can afford to be a bit more conservative. And they're in a bit more of a rush. What the heck is that? We are trying to make our first ever video of the boat and the travels and everything, and it's been really difficult. There's so many skills, there's so many elements to it, and so right now the setup is for the voiceover.
Yeah.
So using this microphone that I bought for recording meditations.
Which you should do more of.
Which I should do more of. I sold my Apple Watch to buy this setup and I haven't done anything with it. So
I'm going to use it. I've got to use it today as well.
yeah,
for singing.
Exactly. I think it's just a really good thing for us to have, just for like videos and your singing and guided meditations. So I'm happy we have it, and it's so good. When I listen to it every time, I'm like, yes. I just hope that the marine sort of saltiness doesn't damage anything. But anyway, let's record.
I'm just recording some music, which is really fun, but there's a lot to do. We said we'd basically take part in this Latin American celebration of arts thing, which is really cool, but doing everything remotely is pretty challenging. Also because the sound on the boat's really bad, so I've got to like record myself audio and then do the video after, rather than just having it all sync together, because our microphone on the camera doesn't work, so bummer.
Aunque la vida me cueste, Llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Y aunque la vida me cueste, Llorona, no dejaré de quererte.